let it play out in court. I've said it to people on the left. I've said it to people on the right. Tristan messages me this morning and he's like, hey, I didn't know that you thought I was guilty. Did they ban Tate from Airbnb? Probably. It's really weird that all the companies will like jump together to like ban people from shit if they haven't violated anything on that platform. I think it's really stupid. People are molding about your good luck tweet to Tristan. Oh, I've maintained the same position. It's okay. The responses are so stupid. First of all, half of them are.
Hey, stream. We're gonna react to Destiny. And yeah, I'm gonna chill and I don't say if react is a good word because I'm just gonna chill and play Diablo and listen to the Destiny video. So yeah, follow him on YouTube, Kick, Rumble.
Are his sims, so you're gonna understand. But you guys are fucking retarded. First of all, it's the internet. Nobody cares. You can say whatever the fuck you want. Why would you think that somebody wouldn't talk shit on Twitter? Number one. But number two, the same thing I've said the entire fucking time that I'll say over and over and over and over and over and over and over again is let it play out in court. I've said it to people on the left. I've said it to people on the right. What? Okay, here's the Andrew Tate news. Andrew Tate got arrested for human trafficking. I don't know what else to say. If he did that, wow, that's pretty bad. If he didn't do that, then hopefully they release him. What else do you want me to say? RLH in YouTube chat. Give me some other sample commentary that I can give on the issue. Go ahead. I don't know what I'm supposed to say about it. I will say, everybody is everybody's tweeting out that it was that Greta, the Greta tweet that allowed the authorities to find where he was. I don't think that's true. I'm curious if there's like actually a, I'm curious if there's actually like a news source confirming that, because I've seen a couple people retweet it. Now they've gotten really big, but I haven't seen like an official news source actually confirm that yet. People on the left get mad because they want me to assume they're guilty. People on the right get mad because they think it means I think they're guilty. I think they are guilty, personally, based on what I've seen on the internet, if what they've said is true. But that's what the court process is the same. Or that's what the court process is for. You let them go to trial, you make their case, they get convicted beyond a reasonable doubt, or they are acquitted of the charges, and then you move on. That's all you can do. That's literally every single time. That's all you could do. Do you think Tate's
everybody is going to get mad independently of his take. So yeah, that's the world we live in now.
Reputation is going to keep going down the shitter, or will it have another Trump situation where people are just complete simps? I think that something I've realized as I've watched my success in online content, other people's lack of success, and then kind of like broader trends in general is I think people get fatigued by certain gimmicks. I would argue that Trump's personality, style, and engagement with people is a type of gimmick. Andrew Tate is as well. Now, gimmick isn't bad. I know a lot of people associate gimmick with bad, but like I had a gimmick in 2016 of being like a hardcore lefty debate bro, right? That was like kind of a gimmick to some extent, right? I think that hopefully there's something good underneath the gimmick that people like, but I think you have to be able to...
Yeah, I think a lot of people are watching Destiny. Me are watching him since his StarCraft 2 time. It was barely doing politics at this time. A little bit, but not as much as today, right? But I think he has an interesting personality. And I think it's the main reason for his success. Gimmicks are good, but you need to have something behind it, right?
To switch up to continue to be successful. I don't think Trump can be the same person. I don't think the Tates can continue to be the same people and enjoy the same level of success. I think eventually people get fatigued and then they don't see it anymore, and eventually they move on to something else. So
yeah, if Tate wasn't Red Pill anymore, for example, because he built so much of his identity on this, media persona, I think he would just die. Like, his reputation, I mean. And same goes for Trump and persona like this.
Whether or not they stay relevant, I think, is a matter of whether or not they change up content. It's kind of like eyes, I guess. If you stare at a certain color long enough, what's his color? I think it's rods, right? Is it rods or cones? Which ones see color? If you see a certain type of color long enough with your eye, is it cones? Are cones the things to see color? If you see a certain color long enough with your eye, it gets fatigued, and then you don't perceive that color anymore, and you actually start to perceive the opposite. I don't know. I think if you just stare straight at this for I think like 20 seconds or something, like stare in the very middle, and eventually all the colors disappear.
Well, I don't think it does for me, but
The cones in your eyes that perceive certain colors will get fatigued very quickly, and then things change. But I think that the way that we deal with people in online content and politicians and everything is relatively similar. I think you get fatigued on something and it has to change to keep your interest. Andrew Tate charged with rape and human trafficking. Controversial influencer Andrew Tate has been charged in Romania with rape, human trafficking, and forming an organized crime group to sexually exploit women. His brother Tristan and 2 associates also face charges. All have denied the allegations. The Tate brothers were first arrested at their Bucharest home in December. In March, they were moved from custody to house arrest following a ruling by a Romanian judge. The indictment deposited with the Bucharest court says that the 4 defendants formed an organized criminal group in 2021 to commit human trafficking in Romania, but also in other countries, including the US and the United Kingdom. It named 7 alleged victims who it says were recruited by the Tate brothers through false promises of love and marriage. The alleged victims were later taken to buildings in Ilfov County in Romania, where they were intimidated, placed under constant surveillance and control, and forced into debt, according to a statement from Romanian prosecutors. The defendants allegedly then forced the women to take part in pornography, which was later shared on social media. One defendant is accused of raping a woman twice in March of 2022, the statement adds. The trial will not start immediately and is expected to take several years. A Romanian judge now has 60 days to inspect the case files before it can be sent to trial. The media team for the Tate brothers said, "While this news is undoubtedly predictable, we embrace the opportunity it presents to demonstrate their innocence and vindicate their reputation." It added that the indictment allows us to present a comprehensive body of evidence diligently collected and prepared over time, which will undoubtedly substantiate the brothers' claims of innocence. There are separate charges still under investigation which could lead to a separate indictment, including money laundering and trafficking of minors. In 2016, Andrew Tate, a British-American former kickboxer, was removed from the British TV show Big Brother over a video which appeared to show him attacking a woman. He went on to gain notoriety online, with Twitter banning him for saying women should bear some responsibility for being sexually assaulted. He has since been reinstated. Despite social media bans, he gained popularity, particularly among young men, by promoting what he presented as a hyper-masculine, ultra-luxurious lifestyle.
So I just wanted to have an informal conversation. I was going to put a suit on and do this formally, but I think it's better if I do this informally. Highlighting some of the things that everybody already knows about how the Matrix operates.
Tristan messages me this morning, and he's like, "Hey, I didn't know that you thought I was guilty." And I'm like, "Yeah, obviously I think you guys are guilty. That's why I said we disagree." And he's like, "Why do you want an interview?" I was like, "I don't know, a long-form conversation would be interesting." And by the end of our conversation, he's like, "Well, listen, I won't unfollow you because I'm not petty." And I'm like, "Well, thanks, dude. I won't unfollow you either." What a weird conversation. I don't know if it's actually them running the Twitter accounts. It was such like a bizarre conversation.
Operates and what they're trying to do to me and what I believe is going to happen next. It's quite interesting that they are attacking me and attempting to vilify me at the exact same time, whereas real predators, which work for the media establishment, are being ousted. So it's really interesting to do a juxtaposition and do a comparison, right, between how they will treat Philip Schofield, who is confirmed as a groomer, who is admitting he has committed sexual crimes, and how they'll treat me, a man with no convictions and no admission of sexual crimes. Look at the differences in the headlines. Look at how soft they are in their interviews with him.
You've had quite the week. How are you?
Look at how now, after only 2 or 3 days, the headlines are saying we should forgive him. And feel
take into account that everything he said right now could be true, but it doesn't mean he's innocent, right? So, why the fuck should we care?
sorry for him.
I don't even know what
and
this
let
guy
him
did.
off. Whereas me, who's been under constant media assault for over a year, they never let up.
Wait, why are people suiciding?
Someone sent me a clip yesterday of Philip Schofield saying he's going to kill himself and how sad he is.
Last week, if my daughters hadn't been there, then I wouldn't be here.
Why do they keep pushing me? Why do they keep pushing me? Playing the sympathy card. And all the headlines are now like, yeah, we can't keep attacking this poor man. For 1 year they've attacked me, and they will not stop. And this highlights the difference between the people who are on the side of the establishment and the people who are not on the side of the establishment. I've been offered to sell my soul very many times. I want everyone at home to understand, you do not become the most...
Okay, can somebody link me? Yeah, link me the story of this guy. I'm curious, because these guys have brought him up a lot as like some juxtaposition for, look at how unfairly I'm treated and look at how nicely this guy's treated. What's this guy's name? Philip Schofield? Or Schofield, this guy?
Yeah, I don't know the story. Is it?
Britain's this morning television programs become the center of a spectacle, drawing comparisons to Apple TV, blah, blah, blah. Co-host Philip Schofield, 61, departed the show late last month, later revealing he had an affair with a junior colleague. Schofield's co-host Holly Willoughby returned to This Morning on Monday and said she had a lot of process following Schofield's revelation. To be leaving ITV this morning in late mail and said he lied about a relationship with a much younger male colleague. Okay, why do they keep saying that? What does younger mean? Was he like 15 or like 25? The 61-year-old TV star left on May 20th after reports surfaced surrounding tensions with the co-hosts. Started in 2002. Shared a now removed statement on Instagram according to BBC. Said he had always done his best to be honorable and kind. He said he had an affair, which he said was consensual. He said in a statement that the move was unwise but not illegal, contrary to speculation. When I met the man, when he was a teenager, was asking him. It's only after he started to work on the show that it became more than just a friendship. Oh, his colleague was 20. Who the fuck cares? Okay, it's not really comparable.
Googled man on Earth. Especially amongst a demographic of young men.
Unless there's like, is there actual evidence that this guy groomed the kid?
I think I'm gonna roll in hardcore. I wanna try it, but I don't know what class I should play. Maybe mage, sorcerer, I mean. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I feel like playing hardcore. I know the game enough. I didn't want to start playing in hardcore. But now I have 2 high-level characters, I know the game, I understand the game, so maybe I will. Sure, let's do that, actually. So what class should we play? Let me edit my stream info quickly. Did I edit my stream title? YouTube updated will not kick. Why the fuck can't I edit this title? I don't get it. Okay. You need to pick the game again, I guess. Did I create a new character? No, I didn't. Sorry.
The guy for a long time. I feel like grooming is hard because if you're that creepy and weird, I feel like you would just fuck him when he's 15. Would you really, like, actually, would you really groom somebody and wait as a TV star for like 3, 4, or 5 years? I feel like you would just fuck the underage kid, right? Don't people claim these guys are all Epstein pedophiles anyway? Why would you wait?
Which have money to spend. without very large companies and corporations becoming extremely interested in you. I've been offered $50 to $60 million by companies I'm not going to name. All I had to do was shut up. Shut up, take the money.
Wait, you're literally staring down the barrel of like some trafficking crimes, like convictions. You're banned from almost every major social media platform on earth. Why would you not just name names? Who are you protecting at this point? Like, why would you not just say who's offered you money?
Most Googled man on earth, especially amongst a demographic of young men which have money to spend, without very large companies and corporations becoming extremely interested in you. I've been offered $50 to $60 million by companies I'm not going to name. All I had to do was shut up. Shut up, take the money. Wear the stupid hat, wave around the stupid drink, whatever it is. And continue to agree with whatever the Matrix says, regardless of my own personal feelings, my personal views and beliefs, and just push it on the minds of young children. And I refuse to do that. I refuse to sell my soul. If I would have sold my soul to a large corporation, and then this attack happened, which I very much doubt this level.
So by his definition, Destiny does not think grooming happens. I just saw a video where he explicitly defines grooming as the long-term non-sexual lead-up to sexual content. Yeah, but you'd have to show the grooming happens, my dude. Like, you guys have zero charitability. You guys will see a picture like, oh, they met when they were 15, they fucked when they were 20, grooming. You just like instantaneously assume that. But like what? If this was, but whereas like we have actual evidence and proof of the Tates messaging like 15, 16-year-old girls in Romania, and you guys are like, well, maybe, come on, dude, you're so selectively skeptical. Could the guy have groomed the kid? Yeah, sure, it's possible, but you need to show that. You have to demonstrate that somehow, right? You can't just say that he just happened to know him at 15, therefore he groomed him.
Sure, I don't know the story Destiny is talking about, so I'm not gonna give an opinion. I will need to read more about it. But anyway.
Then this large corporation would speak to the media, and the media would be treating me like they treat Philip Schofield. They wouldn't be treating me as an enemy, they would treat me as an ally. All I had to do was sell my soul, and I refused. The recent BBC interview that took place, I don't think most people understand genuinely how snaky that interview was.
If he's gonna say snaky for the 15th time, and he's gonna bring up the list of questions for the 15th time, I hope he shows an email or something. I hope he actually demonstrates that there was some snaky shit going on, and he doesn't just make the same unverified claims over and over and over and over and over again. I hope he actually demonstrates something.
The reason I had to destroy her so ruthlessly is because of how the interview was set up. When I was in jail, the BBC was constantly trying to get me to give an interview over the phone, and I refused. When I left jail, the BBC begged me.
Show the emails. Show the emails. Show the emails.
And for 3 months, I refused. Eventually, once I understood, after my 3rd month of house arrest, what the Romanian government is going to do to me, which we're going to discuss shortly, I thought now would be a good time to give an interview. BBC begged me, saying that Romania has one of the most corrupt justice systems in Europe, that there's serious problems with the case, lots of evidence that's been leaked shows Andrew's innocent, that Andrew's side of the story hasn't been heard, that we're interested in fair and unbiased journalism, that we don't want to come there and do a hit piece, we want to speak to him and try and find out the truth of what's happening. In fact, we're going to send you the questions we want to ask in advance. I'm not a coward. I never ask for questions in advance.
Then show the question. If they send it in advance, you're literally admitting there's a paper trail. Show the questions. I know you already had the souls in your jewelry, but the armor is insane. Make sure you're fully slotted with those. Yeah.
I'm a professional, and I will destroy anyone instantly. But they sent us a list of questions, which was shown to me, and I was like, well, those are actually interesting questions. What's my mental health like? What's Romanian jail like? What's going to send you the questions?
Did he show it?
But they sent us a list of questions, which was shown to me, and I was like, well, those are actually interesting questions. What's my mental health like? What's Romanian jail like? What's it like being in a courtroom where everyone's speaking a language you don't understand and having your liberty deprived of you? I thought, this is going to be an interesting interview. I agreed. The BBC, all nice smiles and all lies, sent us this entire spiel, turned up, turned the cameras on, sat down, and attacked me.
Have you ever put any and applied any psychological control on any of the women you dated or
No,
worked with?
and I respect women. This idea that that I'm so much smarter that I can hypnotize somebody.
Wait, buy the final upgrades to your items? Bro, that shit costs incredibly exotic materials and the legendary shit. I don't think that's worth it at all.
No, it doesn't. If you farm L-Tide, it costs nothing. You just need to do like 2 L-Tide a day. But if you play enough, you'll have the components. Just need to do L-Tides. Anyway.
Misogynistic idea. I think your idea is misogynistic to believe that women don't have their own free thoughts and free minds. They attempted to sucker punch me. They attempted to shake my hand and knock me out with a sucker punch once the cameras were on, to hit me when I was off guard. They expected me to be off guard, ready to talk about my mental health.
Fuck.
And hit me with these questions and me make a fool of myself, unaware that I'm a master of Aikido. When you attempt to sucker punch me, it simply
You can say whatever you want about Adult He's funny. He is so fucking funny.
Unmatched perspicacity. Just because I'm the best there's ever been, and me,
Yeah, sure.
my quick thinking
Sure.
and nearly incomparable wit,
Incomparable.
can sit and destroy a professional reporter and her entire research team's preparation. Just because I make that look easy doesn't mean I should be forced to succumb to these unfortunate circumstances. 99% of the population, if they were tricked the way I was tricked, would look a fool on camera. They were very prepared to try and make a fool of me. But I'm the best there's ever been.
Yeah.
Did they do this to Philip Schofield? No. Where was the BBC's outrage when Rolf Harris or Jimmy Savile were touching children? They don't care. Where's the BBC's outrage when certain other people, high level in society, members of the royal family, are caught having pictures with minors? They don't care. But they will continue to try and convince you that I am something I am not, on repeat, over and over and over again. These people are worse than disingenuous. They are worse than simply liars. They are evil. They are a club. And if you sell your soul and join the club, they offer you protection. And if you don't, they aim to destroy you, which is what they're trying to do to me. The reason I decided to give the interview to the BBC is because I now believe that the next step, and I'm going to call it, because I've
This is good for later.
what's happened to me so far.
Disobedience
Look at my old
aspect?
interviews. I said stage 2, they're going to try and put me in jail. I understand that you get 3 strikes in this game. Strike 1 is they try and shut you up and discredit you, which I've just been through. Strike 2 is they try and put you in jail for no reason. And strike 3 is they kill you.
I think you already had it.
So I knew it was coming. I absolutely not knew it was coming because of how orchestrated it was. The only thing, and I'll state this at the beginning, the only reason I'm upset by being canceled is because I've expired one of my lives. I mean, I'd never kill myself. Don't fucking try. But, bro, because that's what's next. That's what's next. It's scary. I'm telling you, everyone thinks I'm paranoid. Everyone thinks I'm crazy.
So it's like every single organization on the face of the planet is corrupt. This is what I say to people. I say, listen, and I'm going to say this on this podcast now because I say it on every other one.
Fuck.
I would never.
Did I
ever
lose
kill
this
myself.
aspect?
I truly believe they're going to come and they're going to try and kill me on a long enough time frame because they tried to shut me up and I won't shut up. They're going to try and put me in jail. They're going to kill me, and I would never kill myself under any circumstances ever. And the reason I say this, and I say this to people, and they go, "But what can they put you in jail for?" And I'm like, "How ignorant are you in your ignorance to believe they need a reason?" You believe it's fair. You believe I can get a lawyer and prove myself innocent. That's not how it works. They decide you're guilty long before and they find a reason.
Go to the dungeon
why.
listed
And it doesn't
under the
matter what you
aspect.
do about it, you will pay the fucking price. It's not fair. None of it is. Every single system's corrupt. It actually annoys me when people say that to me. Well, just get a lawyer. Why? They can't put you in jail if you're innocent. Yes, they fucking
Halls of
can.
the Damned
That's
and
what people don't understand
Kyrgyzstan.
about the world. They can and they do and they fucking will. And that's what's scary.
I'm going to call what's going to happen next.
Where's that?
The Matrix is extremely angry. And they are angry because their weapons aren't working. I remain unfazed. This is the first time in history someone who's canceled became more popular than before. This is the first time in history where a full broadside
Near
of
Rima?
media lies for over a
Rima
year
Dick? Well, I
across every single outlet that they control has failed. Nobody
You get a pin if you
believes
click on it in your collections
Nobody.
tab.
So now what do? Well, I believe the UK is going to try and raise charges against me. Don't know what for. I've done nothing wrong. Something's going to appear from nowhere. In fact, I will say that I have some very high-level friends and some whistleblowers who are confirming exactly that to me. They've looked at me and thought, we have to get this guy. What's he done? Nothing. Find
Collections tab is the Y.
Who cares? Get some papers, move some papers around, get a judge who'll stamp them, and put him in jail. It doesn't matter that I've done nothing wrong. I also want to say that I believe the Romanian government is going to charge me. They're not going to charge me because they have any evidence, and they're not going to charge me because I'm guilty of anything. They're going to charge me because after a 14-month investigation, 6 months of arrest, which is the maximum they can possibly give me without charge, I don't think they can just drop this. Imagine they just drop this tomorrow. Oh, we made it all up. Imagine that. What choice do they have but to charge me? If they charge me, I have to go to trial. Now, of course, I still believe in Romanian justice. I really, truly believe that even with Romanian justice systems or matrix-controlled justice systems, I will be found innocent. Because I know the case file, I know what's in it. But that's going to take years. They're going to waste 1.5 to 2 years of my life, make me go to trial. Then when I'm found not guilty, it's been years. Who cares, right? Distance from event. If they drop it now, it's the biggest story in the world. They can't drop it. They're going to charge me. They're not going to charge me because I've done anything wrong. They're going to charge me because that's how the Matrix works. Unfortunately,
The music is on there. I thought it was Diablo music.
I'm up against an enemy which I can't really, truly beat. I can't beat them. All I can do is continue to discredit them to the point where nobody believes them anymore. And I cannot do that without having perspicacious, intelligent people at home who are analyzing the situation and truly understand what is happening to me. If I have to martyr myself, if I have to some degree sacrifice my liberty and the quality of my life to highlight how the Matrix operates, how the legal system and the media work hand in hand to try and convince the populace somebody is guilty before a judge says they are guilty because they have pre-decided to say this person is guilty because of his wrong think. If I have to sacrifice myself to do those things, then I guess at least my imprisonment is a noble one. And I'm a man. And although Romanian jail is as close to hell as you can find on planet Earth, if I have to suffer it, I will do that because I will not sell my soul. The point of this video is only to highlight and make clear the differences in how the people inside of the club are treated against versus the people who are outside of the club. And also for me to predict the future for everyone to understand. When new charges come, when new countries attempt to attack me, when the Matrix unrelentingly continues to print lies about me and try to convince the world that I am a bad person, I hope it does nothing else but show the world that I am a good person. These people are liars. The people they tell you are good are not good. The people they tell you are bad are the good ones. Do not believe a word that they say. All in all, my predictions for the future are not certain. My future is certainly not certain. Whether I'll continue to breathe or continue to be free, nobody knows. But the one thing I can guarantee to absolutely everybody at home, and anybody who believes in me and my message, and anybody who listens to me speak, I will never sell my soul, I will never be controlled, and I will never lie.
Saucecast banned on IG after Tate interview. Adam is simping for Tate at the moment. Wait, really?
But yeah, that's very interesting.
And then PewDiePie was banned from Twitter for making a joke about ISIS. So why did Andrew Tate
Good one, dude.
They did not tell me. They did not send me an email, no correspondence. I certainly didn't break terms of service. I guess that's why they couldn't send me an email and explain why. Nobody told me whether it was YouTube that banned me or Meta that banned me. They banned me instantly and forever without any kind of correspondence. They've not told me why. They've not told me what I did. The media machine, in synchronization with the ban, we can call that coincidence if you want to believe in such things, came out with some kind of bullshit explanation that I'm misogynistic or some garbage. But the actual social media companies themselves provided no explanation at all, no correspondence.
Destiny, the incel.
So no explanation whatsoever. That's what I got from that. So Pat asked him, so here are all the people that got canceled. Boom, boom, boom. Why did you get canceled?
What?
So zero explanation. Makes sense. I get it now. Tate, if you end up seeing this.
That's a honeypot, Fred. I'll leave that one running.
Zero explanation. Just poof, gone. So very interesting. They don't give you an explanation when they cancel you. Now, that's what I learned about Instagram, Facebook, Meta. We've been doing YouTube for years now. if there's a video that they have a problem with, they'll demonetize. They'll give you a strike. They'll give you a warning. Certain other platforms, Twitter, they might give you a disclaimer in the past. TikTok, I've had one video taken down for breaking community guidelines. But Meta, Facebook, Instagram specifically, they will just take your account. No explanation, no nothing. Poof, gone. Guys, this is scary stuff.
Yeah.
Very scary stuff that someone sitting in an office in Silicon Valley, Instagram headquarters, some 24-year-old kid just reviewing, boom, gone, you're deleted. Very interesting. So there's another clip right here where I asked Tate, I said, so ironically enough, who was the first platform to ban you? I believe this starts at 6:40.
TikTok or Instagram?
Who was the first one to take you off? Meta. Meta was first. So
Meta.
Facebook,
Stop.
Instagram. Facebook, Instagram.
So Meta.
And then it was.
Okay? I'm having flashbacks right now.
Don't
Joey,
leave
if you
us.
can keep the mouse over the screen while we're playing the video, I can really see the timestamps. So Meta was first to take him off. Go ahead.
The domino effect.
Yeah, so Meta took me down. So it's quite interesting, actually. I had a YouTube channel for a while. It was never so large. I have 738,000 subscribers. It took me a long time to build it up. I got a strike on YouTube, which prevented me from posting. Got a strike. No big deal. The next
Strike
day,
on YouTube. No
Meta
big
took
deal.
me down, deleted my Facebook and my Instagram.
Then they delete
the
your
press came
Instagram.
out at exactly the same time in sync, saying that I'm a misogynistic, dangerous person, that I'm harmful, that I am the reason that the world is not a perfect place, world hunger, you name it, all my fault. Attacked me across all of this, and I thought, okay, let me film a message that I can get out on my YouTube, my final message, which I don't know if you guys have seen. I ended up putting on freetalkg.com. Let me film my final message explaining how this is unfair and unjust. We filmed it, we produced it, we got it all edited within 12 hours, had to ready to go, but we couldn't post it because of the YouTube strike. So we're waiting for the YouTube strike to expire. A few hours before the YouTube strike expires, guess what happened? They banned me from YouTube. Then they banned me from Discord. Then they banned me from Airbnb. They banned me from Stripe. I can't even remember. It was just emails coming in faster than you could believe. Ban.
So what's just the socials?
Oh no, the Matrix presses a button, my friend. Yeah. And every app on your phone stops working. Uber. You name it. Uber.
Stop.
You name it.
Wait, you can't use Uber?
Well, I can use Uber. You just start a new account, right? But oh, sorry, Uber. Catch me. But
But your main account on Uber was taken.
they take everything.
Everything. Coordinated effort all at once.
Coordinated effort all at once. Every single one of them just goes no. Delete, and they come at you and they come at you.
And Stripe.
Banks.
Payment processors.
And banks. UK-based banks as well. High Street banks. I can name Santander, HSBC, Barclays, etc. all at the same time. Oh no, sorry, to change. We've decided because blah blah, some bullshit, some letter, close your accounts. So they take all your banking, they take your payment processing, they take all your social media presence, they take your Discord, they take your Skype, they take all your accounts, your ability to communicate with people, and then they lie about you to the press. And they leave you there. They leave you there to suffer.
They attempt to argue. You can understand the social component. All right, these guys are all probably all working in unison.
Yeah.
But when you hear payment processors, banks, apps like Uber, how are you processing that?
No, I mean,
Yeah. So, yeah. You know, it's funny. Before we even did that interview with Tate, before the interview, we're on the way to Spain. I'm talking to the guys here. I said, how do you think it works, right? How do you think it all works? I go, and I'm joking. I'm saying, do you think like all these big tech, digital government types who are running tech monopolies, do you think they're all just like on a group chat, just being like, yo, what up, homie? Today I'm gonna cancel Tate. Yeah, me too. Gotcha. Let me know. Boom, I'm on it. How could that possibly be? And then I asked them, and all they do is they press one button and you're eliminated.
Scary.
Eliminated. Okay? And it's one thing if it's your social accounts, fucking sucks. Then it's your payment processors. It's how you get around. It's your Ubers. It's your Lyft. It's where you want to stay. It's your Airbnbs. It's every outlet for you to live your life. They at any point can just cancel you. Okay? And keep in mind, this was when he was just a misogynist, saying things online that certain people didn't like. This is prior to any allegations. This is prior to the human trafficking stuff. This is how it all works.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling an inch of what he's dealing with, but I totally understand and empathize.
Did they
with
ban Tate from
because
Airbnb?
at
Probably.
any given
It's
moment,
really weird that all the companies will like jump together to like ban people from shit if they haven't violated anything on that platform. I think it's really
And
stupid.
that's what happened to
You saw
him.
that when like Lauren Southern's parents got
it's just a
banned from
little
f***ing
that
Airbnb.
I asked him, who was the first platform to ban you? This was 9
That was
months
insane.
ago.
We were all trying to fly up
blame
because
me? What was Meta?
the ultrasound pictures from me and Lauren's kid had like just finished processing and I couldn't even book anything because her
Very
parents got banned.
interesting. Guys, there'll be a message at the end of this. Stay tuned of what you need to do to prepare yourself
Don't leave
for
us.
Matrix attack. There you go. Here
Don't
we go.
leave us.
Thank you. Gotcha. So the next clip is I ask, hey, is social media necessary to have a presence at 1304?
still believe that you can only have a significant presence in the world with these social media platforms. That's the source of their power. I believe there's huge pressure behind the dam in regards to the fact that everybody understands that these places are tyrannical and that they control ideas and that they force narratives. And I use my wording as the Matrix. I call them the Matrix. And people say to me, why do you call them the Matrix? And I say, because they project a false version of reality in real time that people subscribe to.
I hate that the red pill destroyed my favorite movie by using the term Matrix. Drive me so mad.
If there wasn't an absolute blacklist on all opposing views during COVID-19, that bullshit would never have gone on for as long as it did. It went on for as long as it did, and they managed to purport a false version of reality for so long because you couldn't discuss the opposing side. We just talked about our friend here who got banned for saying something very sensible and logical. So when you get huge media companies that can literally alter in reality in real time by deleting the other side of an argument, they're creating a matrix, is what I like to call it. So I call them the source of the matrix. So people understand this, and there's huge pressure behind the dam, but the problem is people say, well, what's the alternative? And I think if someone could pave the way...
Nobody wants to be the last company to ban Andrew Tate. Yeah, that's the issue. Like,
and still having a social media platform and presence.
These guys think that like everybody's like coordinating to axe people because there's like some big Slack group that like every lefty's in. I think what's probably actually happening is a big figure will get banned from a social media platform, and like people see it and they see that he probably got banned because there's some like really bad press event. And then other companies are like looking at it and they're like, okay, well, if this company, you know, banned him, maybe we should just ban him too, because we don't want him like going live on our platform to like spread the same type of shit that he got banned from somebody else's platform for. So companies start to proactively ban. And then like once like 2 companies ban somebody, like you don't want to be the only platform that Andrew Tate's not banned from, right? You don't want to be the only platform that like that's my guess is going to be that's why like all these people just jump on it like, okay, this guy's like toxic, like we're gonna just ban him. It's essentially like the cancellation of like an alt media figure. Yeah, that'd be my guess. It's also possible too that it's also possible too that maybe there are friends among the companies too. It could be possible. I don't know.
Which is respected on other platforms. I think it's gonna do them significant damage. I think the pressure and the crack together is gonna create something monumental. And already I've moved to Rumble. I only had 738,000 subscribers on my YouTube after 5 years of work. Post-ban, I moved to Rumble, which is a YouTube competitor. Stock price has gone up 36%, and I'm at 500,000 subscribers in 2 weeks. So I'm about to surpass the size of my YouTube channel within a month. YouTube stock's down, Rumble stock's massively up. So all in all, there's other avenues, but we'll see. I certainly agree with you that what they've done to me is massively unfair. They know it's unfair. I think the reason they didn't send me an email or any confirmation of what I did wrong is because they knew they were going to end up in court, and they didn't want to be tied down to their reason. They want to stay fluid and try to make up a reason on the day. I've heard from very reliable sources that their terms of service have changed significantly post my ban. They've made up new reasons. Post-ban, they've made a bunch of new shit. So it's going to be interesting, but certainly, yeah, there has to be legal ramifications.
Slay all enemies to dungeon goal. It'll teleport strike enemies to you later in the dungeon. Really?
I have no reason to be banned.
Yeah, not exactly. If you slay more than 80% of the mobs, it will teleport a pack of elite on you, but you need to slay a big percentage of the mobs before that happens.
Yeah, I don't take it personally, but I do take it professionally. Very interesting right there. Then I asked, all right, cool, sum this up for me, Tate. If you can basically list the reasons that you were most likely canceled. We talked about the platforms that took him down, basically who was the first to take him down, how necessary is social media for prominence these days and to have a presence. Now we'll talk, I asked him, give me your list of reasons of why you think you were canceled. This is at 1547.
Because I hate the positivity that I'm sharing with men.
Like if we did a poll, why do you think Andrew Tate was banned from all the social media platforms? And it was misogyny, right? You know, COVID stuff, against the government, against the system. If you were a betting man, where would you kind of place the odds?
Oh, I already know. Everybody already knows I was banned because I'm up against the Matrix.
Just the system in general.
The system in general, yeah. I mean, someone compared me to Socrates, which is a compliment, but he was vilified. He ended up poisoning himself in Athens. The charge against him.
Seriously?
Corrupting the youth. You read about his poisoning and his arrest. They said he was corrupting the youth, but he wasn't corrupting them. He was inspiring them to challenge authority. He was inspiring them to think for themselves. When they were told something, instead of blindly complying, he said, look, analyze who these people are who are telling you to do things. And I even had a tweet I put out on my, I've been banned on Twitter forever, so I've been through 20 Twitter bans. I come back as undercover, whatever. But I've been saying for I said often, I said, if you...
That's a very good helmet for this level. It's the best. Well, the mana is kind of shitty, but except for that, I would love to have this at on my current sorcerer.
If you have a point of view that you are very strong in your adherence to, if you truly believe something, you need to sit and analyze whether it's your own personal experience that makes you believe something, or if someone else has convinced you. And if they have, you need to then once again analyze that point of view and analyze who these people are and what they want from you. Do they truly want the best of you? If the news convinces you of something to the point where you're going to argue with your own family members at dinner table, Does the news really care about you more than your family? This is a genuine question. You need to analyze every belief you hold, where it came from, and then analyze what their intentions are. And if you start to do that, you look at something like COVID.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So,
What?
the Matrix, tyrannical and controlling.
I love this half argumentation. And when you do, you look at something like COVID and what? What's your conclusion? That's an interesting part, right?
It's interesting. He compares himself to Socrates, who was basically accused of corrupting.
Wow,
the
interesting.
masculine youth.
Yeah.
We all know
Sure.
that Tate's audience traditionally is young men, right? And that is also my audience. And I'm someone that was just like, save your money, be smart with your money, focus on your money, money. And since I've entered this realm, quote unquote, getting red pilled, I've realized, all right, the Matrix wants the masculine men, the masculine youth, to shut up and comply.
How am I so good, dude?
Shut up and comply, do what you're told. Masculinity is no longer an amazing trait. The future is female, and we don't care if you're a little bit feminized. We don't care if you're basically soft. We don't care if you're pudgy. We don't care if you're sitting at home all day. We don't care if you're watching porn. We don't care what you're doing, just playing video games. We do not want you to be strong and capable and a masculine person. And it's very clear that this is a message they do not want the world to know.
Oh yeah, it's so well hidden.
What do they do?
This is a good Aerostorm
They'll throw you in jail, and then they will try to kill you. Now,
I don't ever
he
use
compares
poison
himself
abuse
to Socrates,
skills.
and even in another interview, he compares himself. He's getting letters written to him saying, being compared to the Malcolm X's of the world, the JF, to the MLK.
They are crazy.
Come on. Are we gonna glaze
But
this?
is what
Yeah.
happens when you try to count somebody that doesn't f***ing give up. Okay, is that you're either gonna have to kill them or die trying. Okay, and that basically they're turning this man into a martyr, because if you kill somebody, okay, an MLK, a JFK, Abraham Lincoln, okay,
Sure. All comparable to Tate's.
their legacy only gets bigger,
Right.
and their message only gets stronger.
Yep.
So word to the wise out there: be careful what you wish for. These tyrannical governments out there.
People have wanted me to watch this for like 3 days.
I don't know what this is, but I like Asmund, so I'm gonna watch it.
Using aimbot during a live CSGO tournament to completing Super Mario 64 with a see-through blindfold. These are the dumbest streamers who are caught in 4K cheating, beginning with Elm0, who accidentally left his aimbot on whilst trying out for a professional esports team. Up until this point, Elm0 had built up a respectable 3,000 Twitch followers for his impressive Apex
not really that
Legends
much.
gameplay.
Yeah, but
However,
it's
while
not bad.
trailing for the pro team Zenith, judges noticed that his aim was almost too impressive.
Lol.
And while this first kill was arguably still possible without aimbot, his next kill was significantly more suspicious. Elm0 shoots through the wall as if he already knew where the enemy was before locking onto the
I was like, I don't know. I feel like I've seen Shroud do that, but yeah, he shot through the wall.
player with near perfect accuracy. Elm0 was instantly called out in a Twitter post reading, "How are people streaming cheats in Scrims LMAO?" which received a response explaining that he was known for cheating on PUBG in the past.
One of my accounts was banned from PUBG. I was banned by the PUBG Corp for, my ban message said hacking.
Determined to expose...
I guess it's said, like,
I don't know. What are you talking about?
Said. I don't know really what it was.
Yeah.
Shit, dude. Like,
What the fuck?
I guess that's what it was. I don't know.
So funny.
Elm0 for good. Another clip was tweeted of him warming up for the match, in which his aim was once again robotically accurate, and with the evidence seeming conclusive, Zenith Esports would make a tweet explaining that Elm0 was not contracted with us and has been removed from our trial process, which was followed by Elm0 deleting all of his social media before disappearing from the internet.
I'm sure that's what somebody who wasn't cheating would do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure he was actually just really, really good at the game, and he didn't want to have people dragging him down anymore. So yeah, he just had to call it quits.
Semper0311 was even stupider, as after going live playing the game Destiny 2, he'd forget to hide the aimbot program altogether. At the time, he was streaming to a small audience of only 16 people. However, this was enough for one of his viewers to notice the fishy gameplay. Writing in the chat, "Is that aimbot?" On your screen, it has like red squares around them. Semper was dumb enough to read the comments out loud.
My screen has red squares around them.
and after pretending to be confused for a couple
What
of
the
seconds,
fuck?
the stream ended abruptly and the footage was deleted.
Uh-huh.
Days that
Smart.
followed, Semper denied cheating and threatened to ban anyone bringing it up.
No, it's not. No, it's not. And I didn't, dude. If you want to get banned, you can keep saying that.
Yet after being pressured by the
I feel like it's really easy to tell if somebody's cheating and using aimbots. You have them play, and then you compare how they played before and then after. You know, on like some random ass game. Yeah, it's pretty fucking simple.
Yeah.
audience, Semper admitted to cheating in the weakest way possible.
There was wall hacks on my computer yesterday on stream. Like, I'm not denying that. I just don't know how they got there.
However, at least
That's stupid.
Somehow, like, it just basically like somebody got onto his
Yeah,
computer
and yeah.
hacks to make him look bad on his stream.
Occam Riser,
That makes
dude.
sense because like somebody's trying to get him canceled.
Yeah.
I mean, this dude's on the come up. He's got 15 viewers, bro. He's balling out. Like somebody saw that and said, like, I can't stand to see people eat. I gotta bring him down. I gotta take this guy down a peg. 100%.
Semper eventually admitted to some kind of wrongdoing, as the next person blamed her cheating on a non-existent person.
I know this
The
person.
streamer in question
Yeah.
went by the name of Miss Q Gemini, and just prior to being exposed, she'd state that people often
Isn't like, wait a second, like I hate this stuff, but aren't Geminis in astrology known to be like liars and manipulative? Like that's kind of like one of the established
Astrology
things.
is bullshit, but I'm Gemini.
Bro, that's crazy.
I'm Gemini, so go fuck yourself, Osman. But I don't believe in astrology. It's bullshit,
That is
but
just fucking crazy, isn't it? How do you know? I know a lot of stuff.
called her a cheater simply because she was female.
You know what's really sad?
Oh.
That sometimes, you know, because I'm female in Counter-Strike, people are like, you're cheating!
However, the real reason behind why she was called a cheater revealed itself just minutes later
because she was
as she
a
began
woman.
her first CSGO game.
let me guess. It was because she was cheating.
Mid.
Good shot. You know what the saddest thing is? She missed.
Mid.
Watch.
Mid.
Watch it real quick. Every frame, she's actually missing him, even though she has she has wall hacks on. She actually went over his head.
Yeah, but she needed the aimbot. Well, that's enough, but dude.
Sad.
After dying in the game, she'd come to notice her colossal-sized mistake and attempted to play the whole thing off by stating that she had some weird glitch.
Do you guys ever get that weird glitch in CSGO where it shows your rank? It shows everyone's rank? I played the other day with Rock, and he got that, and now I have it. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Which was then followed by Miss Q Gemini, stating that someone named Clara had been playing on her computer earlier that day.
Wait, Clara! Hold on. Clara, give me 1 second. Clara, let me just message this girl. Give me 1 second. Why is this on my computer right now? Where is this? How do I close this? I need to text my friend Clara right now. She was at my
What
house
you do?
today. I'm literally gonna kill her. She promised.
I understand using game bots if you play on your.
So it's like then you had a conversation about it. Like, it's so
Yeah.
dumb.
People.
I understand using gamebot or what else if you play solo Counter-Strike and you want to feel good, right? Why not? But while streaming, what's the point? Like, I don't care about my stream. I'm just streaming Diablo 4 because I like the game. It's always fun time, and if someone wants to watch, why not? But if I wanted to do this as a job, I want to keep the people that watch me, right? But if they watch me because of a cheat, unless I'm streaming the developing of the cheat code, I don't know. It's just weird. Why would you do that to yourself, right? I don't get it. Anyway.
What happens when
Yeah,
you
this is one. Everybody knows this one.
let people use your PC?
Realizing that there was no getting out of this, Miss Q Gemini began to trade all of her items to a brand new account, yet unfortunately this wouldn't stop a Twitch ban, which happened later that day.
Good.
And while it's certainly shameless to blame a friend for the hacks on your computer, it's not nearly as shameless as aimbotting during a professional CSGO tournament, which is
Sure.
what would happen in the case of Optic Forsaken. Forsaken had joined the Indian Optic group in May 2018, and in the 5 games played after joining, Forsaken had always placed either second or first.
Wow.
While many assume that Forsaken was nothing more than a very talented player, it will be after flying to a $100,000 prized professional tournament in Shanghai, China, that Optic Forsaken was exposed.
That's a good
The tournament began with Forsaken taking large breaks in the warm-up rounds, as if he was trying to set something up on his computer in the background, yet it would only be after the main matches began that Forsaken's plays became incredibly suspicious. This first strange flick into the ground was followed by countless examples of him locking perfectly onto the enemy,
Like, I can imagine the first two, you know, like you could probably do the first two. You know, you go through like 100 games. I mean, like 100 games, 1,000 games. And eventually that will happen if you're very, very good. But the third guy, a fucking 90-degree turn to the third guy, no shot.
While there was a chance that some of these kills could still be made by a high-level player, it would be with one final matchup that Forsaken's aimbot became obvious.
Through the smoke?
After locking onto the enemy through a wall, event organizers called a timeout, and officials made their way over to Forsaken's computer to figure out if he was
I think I'm gonna spec Ice Shard because basically right now the only thing that killing me is very tanky elite, and even without spec and aspect, Ice Shard is really good for killing elites. So I guess I'm good. Ice Shard, and I'll just use Arc Lash for multiple target for now. I guess we are having a barrier soon, so maybe this is good, but I don't have frozen damage. So no, maybe not. This is good. Oh fuck! Okay. So where is the thing I want? This one. This one is completely broken. Yeah. I could play Hydra for now. Yeah. We'll see. This is gonna be level 15, so it's gonna be a little bit harder, but it'll be fine.
At first, Forsaken refused access to his computer, however the officials would ignore this and look anyway, during which Forsaken kept pushing them away from his computer while he tried to delete the aimbot right in front of their faces. Despite having travelled all the way from India, Forsaken and the whole Optic team were instantly disqualified from the tournament.
They put that kid in a re-education camp, man. Like, I mean, that's the thing is I would not want to do that shit in China. Like, of all of the countries to cheat in a video game in, China would be the last one that I would want to do it with.
Oh, that's man. So good at entertaining.
Forsaken issued a public statement explaining that neither his team, manager, or coach had even the faintest idea that he was hacking. The scandal eventually resulted in Optic...
That's probably true. They probably didn't know.
India shutting down altogether, but Forsaken isn't the only person in this video to cheat in a professional tournament. Because during a professional Fortnite tournament with a $500,000 prize, the following scenario happened to a player by the name of Marky Locuris.
Should have taken keys, but...
Despite being down and finished countless times by his opponent, a glitch prevented Marky from being eliminated.
Oh, it's a glitch.
Whilst being revived, Marky told his teammate to keep quiet about what had happened, which was followed by the two unfairly killing the player who had downed Marky originally.
Yeah, he's my shard on Z.
Wait, so he just had like an invincibility glitch on? Damn, that's nuts.
After continuing to play normally, Marky was approached by event organizers who asked him to leave the match, yet he'd refused, stating that what had happened was a glitch and was part of the game. While he would eventually give up and leave, this prompted discussion online about whether Marky had cheated or not.
100% he cheated. Like, even if that was a glitch, let's assume that it was a glitch. If you got downed and the guy shot you and it's a tournament game, that means that the rules, the rules that the game has, it's the spirit of the game, right? You clearly lost. You died. Just because the game didn't do that, just a glitch doesn't mean that you can take advantage of it. You ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Well, he's not cheating and he's not trying. That's the worst part. Yeah, he should have just quit out immediately. Yeah. Like, there in no other professional game, if this ever happened, like, let's say in Counter-Strike, if somehow somebody just had, like, an invulnerability glitch, and they just went and killed everybody on the other team, they would immediately count that round out and disqualify that person. There is never another circumstance in which this would be okay.
I don't think he is cheating. I think he just went with it. All these kids saying he wasn't
That's
cheating,
not bad for a game.
taking damage and got revived and continued the game even though he should have died.
Exactly, yeah. It's cheating at worst, bad sportsmanship at best.
That's considered an exploit and is cheating. Fun fact, the first clip was actually a glitch, but he decided to abuse it.
Sure.
There was certainly an argument for whether or not Marky's behavior constituted cheating. However, the same couldn't be said for Captain Baldy, who accidentally showed his aimbot.
Yeah, I think, in my opinion, like, 100% it's cheating. It's not even a question. Like, no shot, that's okay. Oh, fuck. Give me a minute. Something fell down. Okay. No, this isn't me. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. It's not me.
Was trying to prove that he wasn't cheating. Up until this point, Captain Baldy had built up a Warzone kill-death ratio of over 2, yet similar to the Apex Legends player in the beginning, Captain Baldy will be called out.
A Warzone... Wait, a 2? That's bad. Bro, how do you have a 2... Wait, what? Bro, mine was higher than that. A 2 with hacks? Like, I'm pretty sure if you put a dog on the computer, it would be able to do a better job. What is this?
On Twitter after locking onto an enemy who was running behind a wall. Another clip then surfaced where Captain Baldy displayed suspiciously accurate shooting. And as a result, his chat began to fill with people calling him a cheater. Determined to prove his innocence, Captain Baldy agreed to show his task manager, yet hilariously seemed to instead tap the key which brought up his cheat menu.
Task manager? Yo, they want my task manager? Hold up. Control delete. No, control.
This is repeat.
What a fucking idiot. Oh my god. Like, how are people this stupid? I mean, it's so good. Yeah, it's like you're not even... How are they this dumb? It's just sad that somebody is this dumb. Clara did it? Apparently, yeah. It's so dumb, he should act like he was trolling, yeah. Or something, man. Like,
what the fuck?
God damn. I love how he just stares there and he looks at it. He's like, oh. Oh.
Wait, ow. Okay.
Oh. It's like, this is the time that you would play, like, the fucking dial-up sound. Like, he's, like, fucking thinking, trying to connect, like, oh, what should I do now?
Oh my god.
The chat then mocked Captain Baldy relentlessly, which was followed by a live Warzone ban later in the stream.
Disconnected from COD.
No way.
Damn.
I wonder
with the
why.
Captain Baldy saga ending with the deletion of his entire Twitch channel.
See
Getting
ya.
caught while checking the task manager was a trend continued by Call of Duty streamer Young, although he didn't take his expose as humbly as Captain Baldy did. Young's viewers noticed that he always seemed to know where the enemy was coming from, so just like our last cheater, the audience requested that he show his task manager. Now, Young wasn't dumb enough to bring up the entire cheat menu, however, after accessing the task manager, his stream display bugged out and showed a second window where his hacks could be seen clearly. After being banned from Call of Duty, Young would take to his Twitter on which he'd make an idiotically arrogant tweet reading, "Got mad free press tonight, over 2k views overall. Some people even posted my gameplay online. Thanks for the shoutouts, people, really appreciate the help." Although
and 3 quote tweets, 1 like. Bro, this guy's grinding. Like, he's on the way up. Literal ratio, yeah. The thing is, what you guys need to remember is, like, ratio used to be whenever you would have more comments than likes.
Yeah.
And now, no, it's just some other bullshit.
These 2,000 views worth of free press didn't contribute to the long-term growth of his career, as Young hasn't gone live on Twitch
What
ever
a stupid
since.
name.
However, Young still looks like a genius in comparison to Twisted Bear, whose Twitch description boldly claimed that he was the top Modern Warfare player. The reason for this claim would become apparent in July of 2020, when he'd go live displaying his skills, only he completely forgot that he had his wall hacks on. The end to Twisted Bear's career was then unbelievably quick. He was banned from Call of Duty, then Twitch, and was never heard from ever again.
What a
But this is
surprise.
what separates Twisted Bear from the next cheater, Mr. Golds, who made a much larger spectacle over his cheating ban.
Of course.
Mr. Golds was a much more significant figure in the Call of Duty
I mean, this dude's got 50k followers. Like, to me, it's like whenever you have, like, a fucking, you know, some random guy with 2k followers that gets caught with cheats, he's like, "Ah, shucks, guys. Okay, I guess I'm gonna work at Starbucks again. I'll see you later." You know, but, like, this guy, he's got 50,000 followers. Like, this is a job. Like, he's really working at it and making it happen. And, like, that's what I'm ready to see
Best
that
conduit
happen.
ever.
There's such
community,
dorks,
sporting
yeah.
a Twitch follower count of over 50,000. During a live stream to an audience of approximately 1,700 people, Mr. Golds brought up his task manager before beginning to brag about how he was so good at Call of Duty that he didn't need to cheat.
Is it the first time you see someone good at the game? Have you ever seen anyone playing like me? Like seriously?
Although he didn't seem to notice that he'd also accidentally brought up his cheat menu, on which he had aim at enemies turned on.
Holy fuck, bro. Like, how is it?
How can you be so dumb?
Like, this stuff, like, these people are so stupid that, like, you think to yourself, like, is it a meme? You know,
Yeah,
are they doing
I
this
think
just
it
to,
is
like,
sometimes.
take the piss? Is it some kind of, like, a joke just to get people
I think
going?
sometimes they think it's a way to get views or maybe like a bad buzz, but get some notoriety out of it. I don't know. I'm so dumb to do this on purpose.
Along with it or what? I don't know. But god damn, that is just sad. It's like, I think what's really sad about it is, like, people, they need to brag that they're good at a video game that they're cheating in. It's like, it's just a video game.
Yeah, especially if you're streaming, right? I don't.
It's a fucking game. It doesn't matter if you're good at it. Who cares? But they're cheating, and their ego, yeah, it's just like, but, like, I just think it's so sad. Like, I get it whenever you're young and there's, like, nothing else you like, really old enough to be good at. And, like, yeah, maybe, like, video games are a thing. But, like, these are, like, fucking 30-year-old men.
Yeah.
You know, 28-year-old men. Like, you need to stop getting a fucking ego from being good at a video game. Holy shit, man. How sad.
Despite having 1,800 viewers at the time, almost nobody was talking in the chat or calling him out for it, showing that he was probably also viewbotting. However, while the chat remained pretty quiet, the incident was shared to Twitter, where it received over 2,000 likes and 700 retweets. After being temporarily banned from received over 2,000 likes and 700 retweets.
Yeah,
after being
over
temporarily banned from Call of Duty and Twitch, Mr. Golds would upload an apology video in which he'd state that he didn't mean to download the cheats.
I truly am sorry about. I didn't mean to.
What does he mean? I didn't
Yeah.
mean to. You don't.
Like, what are you talking about? Like,
I think in this kind of situation, if you get caught cheating, you just say, "Oh, sorry, I cheated," right? Don't invent some bullshit. Someone was on my computer. I don't know how it happened. It's so stupid. People are not that dumb, right? Can you further? Goblin? But Goblin, that's so bad in this game. Like 2 blue items, seriously?
Sad that all these people, they can't, like, why can't they just say, like, yeah, I was cheating? Yep. I cheated. Why did I do it? Because I like winning, and I thought it was funny
Yeah.
because I would win all the time. Like, that's pretty much why it happened. Yep.
Don't download and use
Simple.
cheats without meaning to. I mean, come on, buddy.
Before going on to try and
Yeah.
convince his audience that this wasn't who he was,
This is not who I am. This is really not who I am.
despite having cheated for months in the lead up to his expose. These days, Mr. Gold's Twitch channel is an advertisement for big cryptocurrency giveaways from Tesla, which sounds
So is it just like basically he probably got his account hacked. So this is what happened, right? He either got his account hacked or he sold his account. So people go on websites and they buy accounts with certain amounts of followers, and this was like really popular back whenever Twitter verification was like a cool kids club rather than an $8 club. Is that you would be able to buy Twitter accounts with verified names and then change them into what you wanted them to be. Yeah, and so he probably sold it to somebody else who's using it for a crypto giveaway.
sounds like an even bigger scam than his wall hacks.
Yeah, see, he's
However,
got
a
the
more
thing
interesting question to ponder is what happens when a game developer gets caught cheating on his
What?
own game. This is what happened to Ortonil, the H1Z1 technical director, who was caught using invisibility whilst live on stream.
You can't see me? Oh my god, am I hidden?
That's so stupid.
Oh my god.
Wait, what did he just show? Oh, I've never played this game, so I don't know what I'm looking
Oh
at.
my god.
Yeah, judging from his reaction, the cheat had definitely been left on accidentally.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry, guys.
Damn, I actually feel for the dev. You can tell he felt really bad. Poor guy, lol. However, there was absolutely no
Oh, wait a second. So he was on dev console invisible
Yeah.
mode, and he just ran in there.
As a
and-
game dev, I think this is so fucking stupid. Yeah. I will do a game dev stream one day, but you can check my GitHub. It's in the chat if you're interested. But yeah, this is so fucking stupid.
Fucking domed 3 guys with invisible on. Legit accident? Yeah, actually probably an accident.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I mean, why would he do that? Yeah, it doesn't make any
It doesn't
sense.
make any sense, but
looks
the
like he just
the way he
forgot,
said
yeah.
I'm sorry was so not genuine.
That's really fucking funny.
accidents coming from FaZe Jarvis, who was
I
given a
remember
lifetime
Jarvis.
ban on Fortnite after cheating publicly. On the 4th of November 2019,
We watched
FaZe
this
Jarvis
video.
would upload a video titled Fortnite Gave Me Aimbot, in which he'd explained that he was given hacks by an unknown person in random duos.
Something crazy actually happened. I got in a random duos game, and he was telling me like he can get aimbot and everything.
And that he was going to test the hacks for his video.
You've got to keep in mind, like, obviously this kid's is like, I think Jarvis was like 15 years old or something like that. So you can't really expect him to be smart. Like, for example, like anybody, like if you're older,
Dude, I'm gonna die on
you
this
know
boss.
that like 19, I thought. Yeah, he was is he 19?
I do so
now?
little damage.
Or is he was he 19 then? If he was 19 then, he was 19. Okay, then he's an idiot. Okay, yeah, never mind. Yeah, he's a fucking idiot. Because, like, the problem is that I don't really think it's that big of a deal to do this in a vacuum. But the problem is that whenever you play with aimbot,
I'm gonna
and
die,
then
yeah.
advertise it to everybody else, it's going to increase the amount of people that use aimbot. You see what I'm saying? So, like, even if you say don't do this, you know, people still gamble. That's just what happens because you're advertising it. That's the way it goes.
This is what happens. Look, aimbot, FOV, aimbot. I don't know what half this stuff means, but it's actually about to be lit. We're about to pop off.
Over the following 7 minutes, Jarvis lit up every single person in the lobby with his insane aimbot accuracy.
Oh my gosh, man.
And it's like, do you see what I'm saying about how like somebody who's like just a naive, dumb kid would probably do this and like not really think of the ramifications? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they would just be like, do this, like, oh yeah, this is, because they're thinking in their mind, oh, I'm gonna make a cool video that nobody else has made, and people are gonna see what it's like to aimbot. And he doesn't really think about the ramifications of like how this is going to affect the audience, or how this is going to affect like the game as a whole, or how the developer's going to see it. Like, they're probably not going to care about that. Who the fuck cares? Well, the people that run Fortnite care, because like they don't want to have somebody going around advertising their advertising ways to cheat in their game. Bro, the one thing that is more toxic than anything else is people that are cheating in a game. Because whenever a game has a reputation of having cheaters, that means that every single time
Fuck, I'm gonna die. I can feel it.
Think, man, I just got outplayed by somebody who's really good. Every time you
Okay, I
lose to
didn't
someone,
die.
it's sus. Every time you lose to somebody,
This
you're
was
like,
repeat
"This is
level
like
10 to do a
crazy
level
good."
15 dungeon.
It's so corrosive for a game.
I don't know if
It's
it was
awful.
worth it. But...
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? Whilst explaining that he was using a new account and a new computer so he wouldn't get banned.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't want to have aimbot on my main account. I had to go on.
Yeah, and it's like you can see how somebody who is really, really dumb would think this isn't a problem. I'm not saying it's okay, but I'm saying that I can see how a dumb person would not identify this as problematic.
New PC, like I don't want to get my main PC banned.
Jarvis finished.
I mean, he literally has the Zoomer meme haircut. Okay, he has the meme haircut. He's not like some fucking, well-reasoned adult man. Yeah, he's bussing. Yeah, exactly. What do you expect, man?
Video by once again reiterating that you shouldn't hack and that his dummy account was most certainly going to get banned.
Never use aimbot, okay? Never do it. You're gonna get banned. I'm 100% gonna get banned on this account.
Yet he probably didn't expect that
Seriously?
Fortnite would watch his video and ban every single one of his accounts permanently.
Yeah, and I think that, again, it was just like, he just didn't think that far ahead.
In the days that followed, Jarvis would upload a new video titled "I've been banned from Fortnite, I'm sorry," in which he'd explained that he could no longer play the game.
I've actually been permanently banned on Fortnite for life. Recently, I posted some videos of me using aimbot. It didn't even cross my mind to think that I could be banned for life on Fortnite.
Before stating that he was extremely sorry for his actions.
You know, it's obvious that I made a massive mistake. And of course, I would never think about doing anything like this again. I know.
I think that I think this is probably what I said. Like, if they unban him in like 3 years or something like that, it's like the guy was an idiot. He did something he shouldn't have done. Just unban him in a few years and just move on. Yeah, I mean, I think that's fine. Who cares? It is just a video game after all.
Now, how big of a mistake?
I wouldn't ban him like 1 month after, but if he's caught cheating again, I would ban him permanently. But for the first or second time, I will. Yeah.
Like, it's just...
If it was my game anyway.
The video accompanied a tweet by Jarvis reading, "I'm going to take accountability for my actions, and I understand completely why this has happened. I just wish I had known how severe the consequences were at the time, and I would have never thought about doing it."
Yeah, that's totally what it was. He just, like, you've got to think of it from his perspective, right? He's got content brain, and he's thinking this is going to be a great YouTube video, and to be fair, he was right. But yeah, he just didn't think of the consequences. Yeah, sure. Makes sense.
I think I prefer someone who says this or someone who tries to bullshit his way out of it.
Quite apologetic for his actions, Fortnite would make an example out of Jarvis by banning any new accounts that he tried to create. The interesting thing is, Jarvis's punishment was still less severe than Super Fast Jellyfish, who might have the craziest cheating story in this whole video. Superfast Jellyfish was a Super Mario 64 speedrunner who wanted to join the exclusive 9-person list of Super Mario players who had completed the game whilst blindfolded. In the lead up to his blindfolded attempts, Superfast Jellyfish had been playing Super Mario 64 for 3.5 years, leading him to believe that he had enough experience to beat the game without eyesight, and apparently he was correct, as he'd successfully complete the blindfolded challenge after only 3 tries. However, his ability—
That's crazy. Only 3
Yeah.
tries.
Almost too crazy.
to complete the challenge with such ease prompted a user by the name of CharlieBrown64 to upload a video titled Obvious Cheater Fakes Blindfolded Super Mario 64 Speedrun, in which he tears Superfast Jellyfish's run to absolute shreds.
Only a true gamer such as this man would be able to somehow sidestep this Goomba, quickly make his way up the path, and then do this long jump to the next red, all completely blindfolded and without—
That's what's so nuts, man. Is like, I could see him just like walking around really slowly, but he's not even trying to hide it. He's literally doing speedrun strats while he's supposed to be blindfolded. It's not even trying.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, at least run off the edge a few times, man.
No setup necessary. Not only does he somehow know exactly where the 1-up box is, but he also knows exactly what direction the 1-up will go in once it spawns. Something completely determined by RNG. Then, after chasing it on a moving platform for a completely arbitrary amount of time, he somehow knows exactly when and where to jump to the left. Watch now as he somehow knows exactly where he is on the spinning platform and knows exactly where the first pole is. Again, anyone who is actually blindfolded here would have probably just kept holding left and run off. However, this guy is able to make a completely random amount of adjustments to make it onto the pole.
19 days after Charlie Brown would upload his expose, Superfast Jellyfish uploaded a bizarre apology video in which he tried to claim that the run had
minus 27k. Look at the like-dislike ratio. Holy fuck.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Negative 27,000 people. Oh my god.
Had been faked deliberately.
That speedrun was purposely fake. It was purposely fake.
Yet nobody seemed to buy any of his lies, as Superfast Jellyfish's time in the spotlight ended with a dislike ratio of over 95%.
I wonder why. Like why would you ever want your why would you intentionally make a fake speedrun? It's just so weird.
You could do it as a parody, but at the end of the video you would explain this parody, and it would be something absurd, like a perfect absolute run, like and you can, yeah, it could be like a funny, humorous, parodic video. But the thing is about this kind of video, you need to know it's a parody, right? If you don't, it's just kind of weird. So I don't know, yeah, I don't buy it. Anyway.
Yeah, it's like the only one that I kind of like. I don't feel bad for any of these guys. In a little, there's like a small bit of me that feels bad for Jarvis for getting like a lifetime ban just because he thought his video would be bussin'. And it was, but it was bussin' too hard for real. And Fortnite said, fucking, nah, it's too much. It's bussin' too hard. We're gonna have to shut this shit down. Yeah, and so like, yeah, it's what happens. I wouldn't care if this kid ever got unbanned for. I wouldn't. It's like, it's after 3 years, it's 4 years, something like that. But they had to make an example out of him, right? I mean, like, put yourself in their position. And like, also, like, Fortnite's this like massive fucking game, and you've got this kid with a dumb haircut that's just cheating in your game. They're like, yeah, of course you're gonna ban him. Like, what the fuck? Like, what do you have to do? Like, you have to compromise with this stupid guy, like it's like some 19-year-old that's posting hacks to your game. Like, no, get him the fuck out of here. So yeah.
I think I want to try an Hydra build. I know it has been nerfed into the ground, but I want to try it anyway. If it doesn't work, I will do a Reroll or something like that. But
or jail, exactly. And so yeah, FaZe is full of Yokons. Get rid of them. I don't know about that. I think there's some pretty cool people in FaZe, but this was definitely an L. But I mean, you could see why he's this upset, right? I mean, you're 19, your whole career up to this point has been Fortnite. You've been doing this for years. Your lifestyle is great. You're 19. You're probably making hundreds of thousands of dollars. I mean, fuck. Of course he's going to be sad and upset about it. But again, you know, it's the same as Logan Paul filming dead people in the forest. Think about it. Because, like, I can even see somebody doing this on stream. Like, I am more willing to forgive a mistake that happens if it's not on stream. Or sorry, if it's on stream. Because it's extemporaneous. You're just making a decision in the moment. You're like, oh, I'm going to do this. And then you go do it. And then, you know, it's really stupid and bad. And you shouldn't have done it. But, like, this guy fucking recorded the video, edited the video, or paid somebody else to edit the video. And then he uploaded it with, like, a thumbnail, taglines, a title, and everything. So, yeah. Dude got banned from Japan for that? Oh, I think so. I don't really know. Internet's so brainwashed, they forgot Logan Paul did that and support him. Not anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, not anymore. The guy behind the video was cheering him on. He had people saying yes. Well, the thing is, the guy behind the video, like, probably didn't think about this shit. Like, bro... Like, these are just people, like, you've got to keep in mind, like, these people play Fortnite for a living. What do you think they're going to have a fucking...
I forgot there was this room.
Understanding of the ripple effect of a YouTube video and how it could affect the broader player base of a game? No. Like, they have no fucking... They're professional video game players. They just did something stupid. Like, it's not like this isn't some kind of fucking, like, you know, some plot to destroy the world. They're just being stupid. That's all. There's nothing else to it. That yeah, professional. Well, yeah, they're professional. I mean, they make money playing the game. They play the game. They get paid to play the game. They make money through playing the game. They're professional Fortnite players. That's the way it would work. And so, yeah, that's really all I have to say about it. But it is kind of funny to see him crying and upset about it because obviously aimbot is bad and people that are cheating are fucking morons. But, you know, it's not something that you want to hold a grudge on forever. I get. At least he did it blatantly and honestly on stream. Yeah, that's true too. You're aware of that stuff? You make your money playing video games? I don't really think if I didn't play video games, I think I would still make money. Whereas this guy, I mean, I don't really know. And again, like anybody who looks to a streamer, like this is the truth, like the same with me or anybody else, right? Like don't look to any one person and be like, okay, I want this person, like this live streamer to be the person that like dictates how I think to me. That it's a bad idea no matter what game they're playing. Even if they're not playing a game, it's still problematic. Yeah, you've got to think a little bit beyond that. Issues running the program against others rather than a sandbox mode. I think that it would be just as bad as in a sandbox mode because you're showing how good aimbot is. I can guarantee you, like, is there anybody who thinks that somebody didn't download an aimbot after watching this video? I guarantee you at least 2 people did. Like, it fucking at least, like, I bet probably like hundreds of people did, to be honest with you. But like at least a number of people did. Yeah, at least 2. So yeah, of course it's going to cause that effect. Yeah, it's 23. Had 23 million. Oh, wait, did that one have 23 million, or did the one with him apologizing have 23 million? I have no idea. Let me see.
That he could no longer play the game.
I've actually been permanently banned.
Yeah. The apology had 23 million, not the video itself. The hacker hunters on YouTube is only playing Fortnite. That's why it's so sad. He was so good at the game, living out of it. Yeah, exactly. I'll link the video. The Sunny video is. I watched so many of these. These are so good. I think that the most impressive thing about the Sunny videos is the fact that he makes them so frequently. A lot of these kinds of videos take a long time to do. This guy probably works his fucking ass off putting these videos together and editing them and like having good ideas that are compelling all the time. It's pretty fucking impressive, man. I would say so for sure. The sad thing is whenever good play.
What should we watch?
XQC claims Kick is starting from zero despite being backed by gambling website Stake. What is backed by? I feel like, I know that people made fun of me last time and said that juicers were still like whatever. I feel like LSF is exclusively ran by Mizkids and Hasanabi heads right now. That's what it feels like when I read the subreddit over the past like few months. What does Kick having a lot of startup capital have to do with anything XQC is saying here? Like starting from zero doesn't mean that you're starting with no capital. He probably means they're starting from zero in terms of, my guess is what it sounded like, is they're starting from zero in terms of.
My speculation is this is a contract stipulation for Kick.
Don't go.
Yeah, they're starting from zero in streaming. What the fuck? But wait, I'm curious about this.
Listen. Oh. Listen. You guys don't even know. You guys don't even know. Have you ever been offered a steak deal, and would you be willing to take one? I'm trying to think. I don't know if I would do deals that involve changing my content. I don't know if I would do that. Like, I would do like a show. I think I could do a show, but.
Alright, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was talking to my mom and whatnot about some shit. I got some shit.
I mean, like, there would be a number, though, right? Like, if Steak came to me and they were like, hey, you know, we want you to do Gamba streams for 6 months for $100 million. I mean, I would probably.
Yeah, ooh, don't.
I don't like any of this drama. Listen to me, okay? If people want to do this shit where they're like, oh, well, people turn down, name names, okay? I don't like this. And everybody sucking each other off. All the big streamers are all friends with each other. If you want to roast somebody, then throw a name out. Otherwise, no one cares, okay? Holy shit. Uh-oh.
Dude, Ludwig, seriously? He was so against steak.
I'm not even being a shit about this. This is the basis of Kick. What's cool with Kick overall is that Kick is starting from zero. So they see the trajectory, right? They see all this and they inject themselves here, right? They have like 15 employees, nothing, and they're adding things on that they need to sustain this. Does that make sense? They're adding things on, and they're buying what they need for this right now, right? And what that does is that it gives another opportunity.
Yeah.
It gives another
True.
chance. Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
it's exactly like a rosette ladder in a RPG, right? That's why you have League. You give player a chance to start fresh, and yeah, Kick they have a lot of money, sure, and they don't start from zero on this perspective, but they do start from zero in the streaming industry, right? Yeah, I don't think it's so that hard to accept or understand.
XQC claims Kick is starting from zero despite being backed by gambling website Stake. What is backed by? I feel like, I know that people made fun of me last time and said that juicers were still like whatever. I feel like LSF is exclusively ran by Kids and Hasanabi heads right now. That's what it feels like when I read the subreddit over the past like few months. What does Kick having a lot of startup capital have to do with anything XQC is saying here? Like, starting from zero doesn't mean that you're starting with no capital. He probably means they're starting from zero in terms of, my guess is what it sounded like, is they're starting from zero in terms of market share and zero in terms of structure, right? Because he said 15 employees. Oh, the juicers probably don't like XQC right now either because of the Kick deal, true, and because they're worried about Gamba streams coming back. Spoken like a true equity owner. I feel like he never should have said that. He should have just not. He shouldn't have said anything because he's just gonna get shit on for it, no matter what he says. I mean, people. I'll be honest about platforms, and people even shut at me for it, even though I don't have fucking equity. There's like literally. There's no.
I'm gonna rebuild at level 15, but.
All the money Kick has and spends comes from stealing and ruining people's lives through gambling. I hope he's happy with his $100 million of blood money.
Wow.
What do you think this guy is a fan of? Religion is a cancer on humanity. Okay, based. I'm just curious because I thought that like, what happened to? I was curious if he was a Sun fan because like, what happened to the?
Yeah, but you can say that about everything, right? Twitch is run by Amazon, and they exploit people in a warehouse. Like, you can say that about any company. It's so fucking easy. What I'm looking... Why I choose to stream on Kick, for example, I don't care. I don't want to make money with streaming, but just in case, it's what Kick offer for the streamer, right? That's what matters for me. I don't know. I don't really care what's behind it. I don't, as long as it's legal, right? But except from that, pretty much all the same, right? Amazon, steak, right? What's the difference? Yeah, gambling is bad, but so is exploiting people. So is feeding off from parasocial relationship and getting donation for it. So, yeah.
Capitalism. Isn't Amazon all built off of like slave labor and slave money? Like, isn't
Look,
Amazon literally
I can
the
see the
company that
future.
locks people in warehouses while tornadoes are murdering their families outside?
Yeah.
You know, like... How did the Hassan fans take over when Hassan was banned from being posted on the sub for 2 years? I feel like it's because Hassan made like Hassan for a long time. I don't think he does it anymore, but for a long time,
I love
Hassan made a
Hassan
really
Destiny. I think they should work together. They both have so much influence and they pretty much agree on most important issue. I know they have some disagreement, right? But it's not on important stuff. And yeah, I don't know. I think they should join force, do a podcast or something like that. I know they have a lot of personal issue, but fuck, so many years have passed. And I think they would gain a lot from it, both of them. That's just my opinion. Yep.
culture of reading and reviewing every single thread about him on Reddit. Like, I remember, for instance, when negative threads were going up, there was a negative thread that went up on him on, was it like TikTok cringe or something? And I remember he like deliberately opened the thread on stream, linked it in chat, and said, "You guys need to nuke this thread. It's not good." I remember him also looking at like YouTube videos in the past of him where people would make negative comments, and he would be like, "Guys, we need to go change this comment section," and like the whole comment section would radically change because he get his whole fans to go and brigade the comment section. So it's probably like, I think when you cultivate a fan base that's used to that behavior, then they're like more active in these types of forums.
Maybe. But you do the same sometimes, Destiny, so... Not exactly, but...
Read this comment. It's not even 100 million in cash. Trainer experience watching by taking like 30 million in equity. Either way, I think the same as you. Can't keep supporting somebody who sells gambling to kids. Crazy how they don't want kids to know gay people exist, but will rot their brains with gamba instead. What the fuck? What are you talking about?
What the fuck? Internet is so crazy nowadays.
Destiny does the same.
Sometimes.
As of recently, I don't care as much, but it's pretty rare that I like go through LSF threads.
No, not on LSF, but you know, sometimes, yeah.
Dude, I need to have the 1 week where I weaponize my fan base, just because I wish people knew, like...
Yeah, I know what he means, but it's still true, I think. But maybe I'm wrong.
So funny, too, because everybody on LSF would... Remember the narrative constantly was like... the narrative constantly was like, "Oh, Destiny fans brigade all the time."
I feel like I remember Destiny saying, I don't like this video, let them know, or some stuff like this, but maybe I'm wrong, but it was not said as directly as I just said it, but that's what he meant, right? So, I don't know. It's kind of the same. I have no problem with this. I think streamers should be able to use their audience, right? Not as a weapon, but... In Reddit comments? Why not? Who cares? It's fine.
Didn't somebody release that huge report? I don't think I'm even in the top 10 like streamers posted on this subreddit. But like, if you talk to Ms. Kids and you talk to Hasanabi fans, like they'll literally tell you that, like, yeah, Destiny is the biggest brigading.
Yeah, that's true.
On Reddit.
When is the Tristan Tate interview scheduled?
I don't have anything like that scheduled. went out to
Oh, legendary.
I went out with a friend last night, and I wanted to take her to a really nice restaurant because there's some really nice restaurants on Miami Beach, and all of them are closed.
Did you watch the Elon Musk X Tucker interview yet?
Nope. So I decided to. There's another restaurant like down at the south part of Miami Beach called Big Pink, and I was like, okay, fuck it, let's just go down here. And we go down to the restaurant, and fucking Farha and her fucking date are there, and I end up sitting with all of these people. I cannot believe how many fucking conspiracies every fucking person believes in these days. I wanted to kill myself for a solid
I see
2
exactly
hours.
what you mean. I have been with people like this. It's so fucking crazy. It's like, yeah. I have friends like this. Not friends, but friends from friends, you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm gonna die here. I don't know why I can feel it. Actually, because I spam my potion for nothing. Anyway. Yeah.
It was the most suicidal inducing fucking
Okay, that's a little bit much, but sure.
Oh my god. Arguing about like the moon landings, like everything, just everything. Holy fuck.
Yeah, but I know what you mean. Like I said, I have some friends of friends like that. They will debate you on everything, and they have crazy complot theory about everything. It's like you can talk with these people. It's impossible because they are sure of them. Like, and every prop you're gonna bring, they have a counter, but a crazy counter. That's almost as crazy as the theory itself. It's like flat earther, you know? Like, yeah, you can't argue with these people.
4K members in your subreddit right now. LSF has 15K. I don't think any other streamer has 20. Yeah, I understand, but my fan base, but that's what I'm saying. If my fan base were getting harder, there would never be a negative comment about me on this subreddit, and there would never be a negative thread about me, because we would just obliterate all of it. Exodia. Is this podcast still happening? Yeah, it should be. I have all of the equipment is like, I've got it like spaced out in her apartment. I just need to start hooking everything up, basically. I'll probably do it when I come back, because I leave tonight to go to LA. An analysis of our live stream fails. Wait, am I even mentioned at all? I might be like in a picture graph. Read it, it's not about you. Oh, I don't know what this is. Somebody made a huge write-up of like the oh, this isn't even what I was looking at before. It was a big write-up on the popularity of streamers over the past like 3 or 4 years or something.
I'm not even being a shit about this.
Even the clip title is retarded. XQC claims Kick is a startup. I mean,
yeah,
Kick is a startup. Do people think that startups don't have initial capital?
Yeah, a lot of them do. I don't understand.
Like, LSF users often use this as proof. Yeah, the problem with using this as proof, similar subreddits to our Destiny by overlap. People will use this, so they don't actually use this one, they use, the XQC one is really big right now because LSF shut down for a little bit, but usually I'm a bit higher on here. People will use this to claim that my fan base is brigading all the time, but the problem is that I'm the only streamer, I'm just the only streamer with an active fucking subreddit, except for XQC's has gotten fairly active recently. But so of course mine is the only one that shows up because nobody fucking posts on it, because Hassan and all these other people don't have communities outside of like their Twitch chats. Did you end up getting lights for the podcast? Yeah, I have everything. Unless I'm missing like a cable or something, yeah. Hassan does the Breaking Bad meme. It's all about me. Hassan instructing his fans to brigade. Brigade it, boys. Nice.
I hate going south in this game because you can't run as fast as you can.
Okay.
Because of the mouse position influencing the mount speed. Which is stupid. So,
Downvote a thread on screen. That's not enough. That's not gonna. They're not gonna fucking say this brigading here. I downvoted the Destiny. Go and downvote this dumbass Destiny post. Okay. There it is. Please ban me off this dumbass fucking stupid ass fucking. Okay.
yeah. I like Hassan, but he's so stupid sometimes.
What a
Yeah.
wild time. That data hasn't been updated in years? Wait, this one? This hasn't been updated in years? I'm pretty sure this updates constantly. It literally says here, I think this site may break or stop updating soon due to Reddit's API changes. I'm pretty sure this is constantly updating, no?
Okay. I think my speculation is this is a
What
contract
is?
stipulation for Kick.
Wait, what
They're
is?
like, they're like, if you, yeah, they're like, if you want to join Kick, you have to say mean things about Hassan, about how he
Sure.
sucks, and they will give you $30 million. Okay?
Why?
Just say like anything. Just be like Hassan.
Why?
Like,
Because Train doesn't like Hassan? That's the reason?
fucking do it all day, baby. I don't give a shit. Get that money. Get that fucking cryptocurrency.
I like when he says, I don't give a fuck when...
Why would he say that?
When he probably cares more about hate or conflict than probably any other streamer on the internet his size.
Wait, what?
Also, Kick does not pay out in crypto money. They pay
Yeah.
in USD. But,
I
alright.
would
I
hope so.
don't care about this.
Like, this is level 36. I'm gonna
okay,
die.
I
Yeah.
won't unlock my tier 3 dungeon today.
Yeah, I'm gonna die. Fuck.
That's we're getting LSF. I need to pack my shit for tonight. Oh, okay, hold on. Let's... Okay. I'll add this to the calendar, but you guys don't really know.
So where the fuck is this thing? I need my passive. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I did the source map quest.
Should I even bother adding this? Because none of this is going to be streamed. No, none of this is going to be streamed. There's no point. Because I already know that if I add this to my calendar, then everybody's going to be asking, where's the stream, where's the stream, where's the stream, where's the stream?
I feel you've been unclear. Do you 100% refuse to interact with Chud Logic going forward? P.S. Go brush your hair.
Maybe we will. I don't know. I don't have anything against Chud Logic, to be clear. I just don't want to... I'm trying to avoid, like, fighting the communities that have nothing to lose with, like, crazy members of the communities. That's all I'm avoiding.
Yeah, what happened with Chud? I didn't follow this drama. I don't know if someone knows. I have no idea.
What about Mindwave's comments? Mindwave's is fucking retarded, but I mean, I don't know what else I can say about that.
I don't know what's the drama about, but okay.
Tomorrow on the 21st, I'm going to do the speech at the college. They said they're going to record it this time, so I'll have that at least. I'm doing the Whatever podcast at night. They were saying that Michael Knowles wanted to do something tomorrow morning, but I can't. I have that commitment to that school. I've already made it. I don't know why it has to be in the morning of that day. On Wednesday. Why don't you record it? Because on my phone, they've got like cameras and shit, I imagine. Please play for clarity of the Twitch hypocrisy.
What the fuck? Is this a joke? Twitch star signs $100 million deal with rival platform?
Yeah.
What? Yo! $100 million?
Yeah, that's a lot of dollars.
My heart is racing. I'm not even kidding. Like, that is fucking insane. Holy shit. Holy moly. Oh my god. Steak is just... Dude, if you want to fix the American economy, fuck the money printer. Steak is the real treasury, dog. What is happening? That is wild, dude. Holy shit. I mean, good for him. Yo, get the
Hey,
fucking
have you
bag,
watched
brother.
the Abad and preach new Tate video?
Why? I don't know.
I think it was posted just before Tate was charged.
Okay. Did you know from Eddie or X? How did you know and Hassan didn't? I don't know. I don't know who talks to who, okay? Auckland surgeons must now consider ethnicity in prioritizing patients for operations. Auckland surgeons are now required to consider a patient's ethnicity alongside other factors when deciding who should get an operation first. Several surgeons say they're upset with the policy, which was introduced in Auckland in February and gave priority to Maui and Pacific Island patients on the grounds that they have historically had unequal access to healthcare. Health officials stress that ethnicity is just one of 5 factors considered in deciding when a patient gets surgery, and that it is an important step in addressing poor health outcomes within Maui and Pacific populations. Te Watu Ora Health New Zealand has introduced an equity adjuster score, which aims to reduce inequity in the system by using an algorithm to prioritize patients according to clinical priority, time spent on the wait list, geographic location, ethnicity, and deprivation level.
I don't like it. But I'm in France, so we have a really good security system. Social security, I mean.
Destiny, they have like 5 people. I could be wrong, but I think that Maui people are actually relatively common in New Zealand. I think New Zealand is like one of the only countries that didn't like try to genocide or completely fuck over their native populations. And like if you go around like a lot of New Zealand, there's like Maui stores and shit where they sell like jade stuff and carvings and shit everywhere. Or at least I saw them everywhere. Oh, you meant New Zealand as a whole. Oh, okay. Yeah, New Zealand as a whole has like, I think literally like 2 million people. Maori? I don't know how to pronounce it. Oh, my bad. I'm just getting 5 million people. Same thing. 5 million, 2 million. Fuck them. Maui. Why does Maui... Oh, Maui's the Hawaiian island. Maori. Maori? Can you just say their fucking names?
It's land through a long white cloud.
Maori?
Maori come from a place.
Maori.
Maori come from a place called Hawaii.
Maui. I think Maui's. Wait, wasn't that what I was saying? But initially, Maui? Wait, fuck you guys. I don't know anymore. Fuck you. I don't care.
Molestiny, you converted me from a FNF. Now I only watch you, and I'm only 57.2% red pill now.
Good job.
Just that you should know for your CVR. And not the only.
Are we the only language? Is English the only language where we actually have like that
What
R
the
sound? As hard as we do it? Does anybody do the hard R
Oh,
like we do in English?
I don't think we have this in French. Jambon beurre.
French
Yeah,
people do
jambon
German.
beurre.
It's not
Is
hard
that
at all.
hard?
I feel like compared to most languages, I feel like most R's, like they're almost like D's compared to in English. Fuck, now I'm trying to think of any Spanish word with an R in the middle of it.
L'heure.
Destiny embedded you for Conor McGregor sexual
Yeah.
assault accusation review.
No, it's so super retarded and super boring. Celeb, like fucking sexual assault shit is like one of the most boring, attention whoring shit in the world. If something more serious comes out about it, maybe I'll go into it, but Example for an English one? Like, I can't think of any words now. I ran out of them. Arabic.
Yeah, in French.
Like that sound?
In French, it's Arabic or Arab for people living in Arab country. So, Arab, Arabic, yeah, it's the same sound. I don't know.
I feel like we do like there's like a whole bunch of mouth movement in the English R. Car. Like more than it feels like. Everything else is like.
Voiture. Voiture.
You're not even rolling your R? We don't roll our R's in English, you fucking moron. The only thing I roll in English is when I roll your mom over in bed and I fuck her in the ass until she fucking asks for more because it's consensual.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, boom, boom, boom.
You little D, where is the new D? MD campaign. I'm having abstinence.
Oh, yeah, I ain't got time for that, chief. A minor 7 into D7 to G major 7 C major 7
Destiny, do you wash dirty knuckles with vinegar?
F sharp 7 flat 5. I don't know what you're like. Flat 5 would be this and a 7. I don't even know what that means. I have no idea what this chord progression is. Into E flat? Into E minor 7? I have no idea. Yeah. But I also don't know like the root movements you would use for this either. A minor 7, we'll just do closest to D7. D7 to G major 7. C major 7. I don't know what that is. Or if that's just some random shit you made up. Okay.
I don't necessarily need to claim that Keffels is engaging in self-defense for her to also be justified by her lights in
But that's a PNG, okay. That's it? What the fuck? Ugh. Do you have my passive? Yeah. So I need to respect quickly. Wait, what does Hydra do as a passive? What's that? I think Arlash is better. Arlash is better. I think Flame Shield would be good with this build, but Hmm. I don't care, I don't want to have a fireball build. So Meteor is kind of useless, but the point from I don't know which piece. I do have it. Oh yeah, this is basically mandatory for hardcore. I guess. Well, not mandatory, but if you want to do hard boss or stuff like this. Yeah. I think I'm gonna stop streaming, but we'll continue this hardcore character tomorrow, maybe, or later tonight. Just gonna validate this quest. Okay. Okay, I hope you have a nice day, and see you next time. Bye bye.